Lakshmīnātha samārambhā nāthayāmunā madhyamā अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तं गुरु परम्परा श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथाय कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मा व्यामोहतस्तदितराय मे अस्मद्गुरो भगवतोऽस्य दयैकसिन्धो रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये. So let us seek the blessings of the Guru Parampara, the Shri Vaishnava Sampradaya. It starts from Lakshmi Pati, that is from Krishna, even to Lakshmi. From Lakshmi to Vishwakshena. Vishwakshena incarnates as Nammalavar. From Nammalavar to Nathamuni. From Nathamuni to his Shishya, Pundarikaksha. From Pundarikaksha to Rama Mishra. From Rama Mishra to Yamunacharya. From Yamunacharya, it comes via 5 disciples of Yamunacharya, that is Mahapurna, Periyanambi, Shailapurna, Tirumalai Nambi. Then comes to Trikushtiur Nambi, that is Kushtipurna, Trikushtiur Nambi. Then you have Kanchipurna. So in this way, Tirukachi Nambi, and then Vararanga, Yamunacharya's son Vararanga. In this way, 5 disciples of Yamunacharya gave teachings to Ramanuja. Imperumanar. Ramanuja is also known as Imperumanar. Ramanuja is also known as Pudaivar. Ramanuja is also known as Bhashyakara. So if you see Bhashyakara, immediately you should understand Ramanuja. If you see Imperumanar, yes, Ramanuja, because Imperumanar name has been given by Tirukoshti Nambi. Tirukoshti Nambi. When he sees Ramanuja, has given this Om Namo Narayana, this Ashtakshara mantra, irrespective of any caste and creed, to everyone he gave. After knowing that this Ashtakshara mantra will take a person back to Godhead. So then he thought, but he was warned that he should not give it to anyone. In spite of that also, he gave it to everyone by climbing the temple in Tirukoshtiyur. He climbed the temple. From there, he called everyone and told, I'm going to give a rahasya. And this Parama Rahasya will take you back to God. That is how, when Tirkoshti Nambi came to know that he has transgressed the rules which I had told that not to give to anyone, but still he has given. But when he was called, he called Ramanujan and told, why did you do this? And in spite of I telling not to give to anyone, he said, yes, this is going to take me back to God. But I am ready to go to hell in spite of whatever the rules have been transgressed. I am ready to go to hell. But at least so many people will go back to God. That is how his name, he told, you are Emperumana, you are my Lord. Like this, the Guru tells to the Shishya, Tirukoshti Lambi, he tells to Ramanuja that you are Emperumana. Then in this way, his name became Bhashyakara. Who gave this name Bhashyakara? His name is given by Saraswati herself. Because to write Sri Bhashya, he has to refer to Bodhyayana text. And this Bodhyayana text was there only in Kashmir. So Ramanuja traveled along with Kurtalwar, that is Kuresha, to Kashmir. And he met the Pandit and everything. They saw his effulgence. And then when he expressed that he wants to refer to Bodhyayana Lipi, Bodhyayana text, so that he can write Sri Bhashya, because the promise has been given to his teacher, that is Yamunacharya. When the first thing when he saw Yamunacharya, his 3 fingers were clasped because he saw the body of Yamunacharya, the dead body of Yamunacharya. At that time, the will of providence, 3 pakyas come from his mouth. At that time, when first thing what he says is, I'm going to establish Sri Vaishnavism. I'm going to write Sri Bhashya. I'm going to name 2 disciples' name as Parashara and Vyasa. So for establishing Sri Vaishnavism, yes, he got the seat to establish Sri Vaishnavism. But now to write Sri Bhashya, he has to have Bodhyayana text. So he goes to Kashmir, but the Kashmir Pandits denied to give him the text. At night, Saraswati herself, Ma Saraswati herself comes and gives this text and says, oh Ramanujan, you just run away from this place. You write Bhashya. From now your name will become Bhashyakara. In this way, Bhashyakara's name has been given. Now, both Kuresha and Ramanuja, they run along with this Buddhayana text. These people came to know, this Kashmir Pandits, they come to know. They try to uh, chase them. After 2 days, they find them. And in this way, they snatched the Buddhayana text. So Ramanuja was completely, was thinking, what to do. I got the opportunity to write the text. How will I to write the Sri Bhashya? Got the text. Now what should I do? At that time, Kuresha says, "Don't worry. In these 2 days, I memorized the whole Bodhayana text. I can repeat what is there, and you go on writing the Bhashya." In this way, Pura Kalwar plays a very important role as a disciple of Sripad Ramanujacharya. Like this, Kudaivar. This name has been given by Ranganaiki herself. Ranganaiki said that you have come to deliver both the worlds, spiritual world as well as material world. So who is Ramanujacharya? He is the glorifying potency of Adishesha. And it is said that every Acharya should refer to Ramanujacharya's Bhashya to proceed with his commentary because he is the Acharya. In the South, we have four terminology. If you say Acharya, you just have to say Acharya. For others, you have to say their names like Shripad Madhvacharya, Shripad Nimbarakacharya. Like this, you have to mention the name. But when you say Acharya, yes, it refers to Shripad Ramanujacharya. You don't have to say Ramanujacharya, you don't have to say anything, you just have to say Acharya. It refers to Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya's childhood name is Lakshmana. Ramanujacharya is born in Sri Perambaddur. So when you say Acharya, it refers to Ramanujacharya. His further education, everything happens in Kanchipuram. So now there are four terminology as I told. Acharya means Ramanujacharya. Always remember this. When I give a class, because I feel that everybody should remember. So it is good that you should remember and you should write down also. If you are not able to remember, you should write down. Not just take from this year and throw out from this year. Try to learn. Try to learn. And then when you say Kovil, Kovil means temple. So when you say Kovil, that refers to Sri Rangam. You just have to say, I'm going to Kovil. That means it is Sri Rangam. When you say Perumal, Perumal, Al means Purusha. Peru means supreme person. Person, supreme person. Perumal. So when you say Perumal, refers to Varadaraja Perumal. Kanchipuram. Kanchipuram main deity is, no, is the name is Varadaraja Perumal. Varadaraja. That means he is the king for giving the benedictions. He is a king. So in this way, Varadaraja. If you go and take darshan, you will see in his hand it is written Ma Shuchaha. Sarvadharman Parityajya Amekam Sharanam Pracha Antvam Sarapapebhyo Moksheshami Ma Shuchaha. In Tamil it is written Ma Shuchaha. Then if you say I'm going to Malay, other Malay and all you have to say Shabri Malay, like that you have to speak. But when you say Malay, it refers to Tirumalai. Tirupati, Tirumalai. Malay means hill. Tirumalai. So now you have come to know the four terminology. In the same way, we have four uh, dham, char dham you say, like that four dham is there, four important places. Mandapa you say, in south it is known as Mandapa. Now let us go from Tirumalai. Now Tirumalai is known as Pushpa Mandala. If you want to please Lord over there, you have to offer a lot of flowers, wonderful flowers, and that is known as Pushpa Mandala. And then comes Kanchipuram. In Kanchipuram, Lord sacrificed Ramanujan, allowed him to go to Srirangam just because Vararanga was sent after Yamunacharya. Somebody has to take up the responsibility of Sri Vaishnavam. Who is that somebody? Not an ordinary person. He is the Acharya. And Yamunacharya wanted Ramanujacharya to take up the whole responsibility. So from Sri Rangam, Vararanga is sent. Now Vararanga, when he is a very good singer, so he told to Lord, I will sing. I want something in return. Lord said, whatever you want, you ask. He said, you cannot give. You just don't speak that I can give. No, no, I am Varadaraj. I can give. Whatever you want, I will give. No, no, no. He sang so nicely. Then he put forward his demand. We want Ramanujacharya to come to Sri Lanka. With a heavy heart, Lord allowed Ramanujacharya to go to Sri Lanka. That is why Kanchipuram is known as Tyaga Mandala. Tyaga. So comes to Sri Rangam. Yes, Sri Rangam, where Ranganatha is there, Ranganaiki is there, Ranganatha is there. In Kanchipuram, Varadaraj Perumal, Perundevi Tayar, wherever you go to the temple Dividesham, there will be Perumal, there will be Tayar. Tayar means mother. Tayar means Lakshmi. And when you say Devi, it refers to Durgaji. So don't get confused. Perumal means the supreme person. Tayar means mother. So now here Sri Rangam, Ranganatha is there. Ranganaiki is also there. So now Ranganaiki who gave the name Udaivar. Ranganatha is enjoying. It is why that place is Bhoga Mandapa. What it is known as Bhoga Mandapa. And also we have now what is left now? Melkote is left. Melkote is a place where Sripad Ramanujacharya, he spent 12 years. He had to run away from Srirangam. Like Srila Prabhupada goes to West, the same way Ramanujacharya goes to Melkote. Melkote is in Mysore. So this is the place where Ramanujacharya spent 12 years. And this place is known as Jnana Mandapa. So you have Bhoga Mandapa, that is Srirangam. You have Tyaga Mandapa, that is Kanchipuram. You have Pushpa Mandapa, that is Mandapa, you say Mandala, you say Mandala. Generally, Mandala is said. Mandala, that is Tirumalai. Then you have Jnana Mandala, that is Melkote. Now, in all these four places, you have Ramanujacharya's Vigraha. Generally, people go, go in the, take darshan, and then they never even go to visit Ramanujacharya Sannidhi. As soon as you come out from Tirupati darshan, this time we got such a wonderful darshan. We were just 5 feet, 5 or 6 feet away from the main deities. VVIP darshan, very, very important darshan. And we did not pay anything, just 500 rupees. How we got? Because of the influence of a member of parliament, the local MP. He gave a letter to the IS collector that allowed 7 people inside. And at that time, no crowd, only 20 people were inside. We spent practically 20-30 minutes inside. We were just inside. I was not believing. Barbara was touching and seeing me, touching the walls. Am I really inside? Generally, Govinda, they just drive them out. First time I saw Abhaya Hasta. Lord has kept like this, Varada Hasta. It's not Abhaya Hasta, Varada Hasta. So all hastas I was seeing, Shankha Chakra, Abhaya, Varada Hasta. I was so happy. We just cried. I and Kusum were just crying. We were not knowing where we are. Because it's Bhu Vaikuntham. And practically inside means it was like, is it a dream? What it is? And then when we came out, I was just came out. First Sannidhi, what we visited is Vakula Devi Sannidhi. Who is Vakula Devi? She is Yashoda Mata herself. Yashoda Mata herself, who wanted to see the marriage of Krishna. She could not see the marriage of Krishna. She had the bhagya of Bala Leela of Krishna. But when it comes to Vivaha Leela of Krishna, that only Devaki had the bhagya. But Yashoda did not have. That is why Yashoda Mata, she appeared as Vakula Devi in Srinivas Padmavati Tayar's Kalyanam. She made all arrangements for Srinivas Kalyanam. So we know who is Vakula Devi, that is Yashoda Mata. It is said, Srinivasa, he comes in search of Mahalakshmi. Bhrigu Rishi goes, he wants to see who is God actually, who is the supreme person, Brahma or Shiva or Krishna, who is supreme person. So he goes to Brahma. Somehow he did not like Brahma's attitude. He did not like even Shiva's attitude. But when he came to Narayana, he wanted to check whether he's the supreme person. He just comes and kicks in the chest of Narayana. At that time, what Narayana does, He just massages his feet, and from down, his third eye, this right eye was there. That slowly, Lord, pinches and removes. Bhrigu Rishi was not knowing this. But he has done an offense. What is that? Beating the chest of, kicking the chest of Narayana. And who is there in the chest? Tayar is there in the chest. Lakshmi is there. So Lakshmi is very angry. Mahalakshmi gets angry. Mahalakshmi leaves the Vaikuntha, goes to Kolhapur, and does tapasya. And Lord, without Lakshmi, what is Vaikuntha? So he comes to search her. He comes at Tirumalai. Lotus feet is there. Tirumalai he comes. And that is how first he hides inside the anthill. And it so happened there was a king, Akash Raja. This Akash Raja king had many cows with him. And there was a wonderful cow whose milk he used to drink every day, very sweet milk. So now many days it happens that this milk, he's not getting this milk, this wonderful type of milk. He's asking that cow herd, what happened? Why this cow is not giving the milk? He said, I don't know. When I'm thinking of milking the cow, nothing comes out. No, no, you should see why the cow is not giving the milk. So this person, this cow herd, he follows. And Akash Raja is also going. And that time they see this cow goes and gives milk in that anthill. And there is a person who comes out and drinks. So now Akash Raja, what he does, he takes his axe and he just throws towards this boy. And Lord gets a hurt here. And then Lord runs away from that place. Now he has got the hurt. His the hairs have also come out. This place he gets hurt. He goes and there he meets Bakula Devi. Because he goes and hides in her ashram. He goes inside in her hut. And Bakula Devi, when she sees Srinivasa, automatically the love emanates. Because he is her own Govinda. She cures her. She cures him, takes care of him. And in this way, Srinivasa is there in the house of Kuladev. One day he was just strolling around. At that time, he goes to a garden. In that garden, Padmavati is also there. Padmavati is the daughter of Akash Raja. A wild elephant comes. This wild elephant, when it comes, all the girls, everybody is afraid. Well, Padmavati, she just goes and she's running and hugs Srinivasa. Their natural love, because Lakshmi, who is Padmavati, Bhu Lakshmi, Sri Lakshmi is doing tapasya, Mahalakshmi is doing tapasya in Kolhapur. But Bhu Lakshmi, when she comes in contact with, she just touches, hugs. At that time, natural love. In this way, both of them are in love and both of them get married. For her marriage only, Lord has taken a lot of, he takes a lot of loan so that the marriage happens very nicely. Anyhow, Bakula Devi's Sannidhi is there in the Parihar, it's there itself, inside the temple itself, Bakula Devi Sannidhi. So next time when you all go, just don't take in this yatra we are going to go in December. Try to come in the yatra so that alone when you go, you will not be seeing many places. When you come in yatra, you'll be hearing it. You'll recollect also whatever we have told. So then outside, just to come outside, you have Bakula Devi Sannidhi. And then you just walk around, then you have Bhashyakara's Sannidhi. Who is Bhashyakara? Ramanujacharya. Why Ramanujacharya Sannidhi is inside only? Because it's Ramanujacharya who revealed that these deities are not Durga deities. Many people thought that Srinivasa deities, Balaji deities are Durga deities because his chest is high. So they thought that it's Durga. Some said no, he's Shiva. And because like Jata type is because he's the king of the Adivasi, so Jata type is also there. Oh, he must be Adivasi, so he must be Shiva. Some thought that he's Buddha, because eyes are closed. It's not closed actually, they're a little bit slowly open. So in this way, there is a confusion. Who are these deities? And according to the Pasurams, which has been sung by the Alvars, Mahalvar especially has sung so many Pasurams. Kulashekar Alvar has sung Tiruvamoy. So all these things, so many Pasurams are sung. And in these Pasurams, Tiruvengadam is Bhu Vaikuntha. In Bhu Vaikuntha, what is the work of Durga? What is the work of Shiva? What is the work of Buddha? So what Ramacharya did was he kept all the ayudhams. Ayudham means weapons. Whatever ayudham. Shankha Chakra Gada Padma means ayudham of Narayana. Like this, everybody has their own ayudham. Everybody was kept. And he closed the door. Whoever's ayudham is taken, that is the deities. So in this way, in the morning hours, they saw that they opened the deities. They saw, oh, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, who is Narayana himself, who has appeared. So in this way, it is Ramanujacharya who revealed that this place is Thiruvaikuntam. Thiruvengalam, Thiruvaikuntam, Bhuvaikuntam, Bhuvaikuntam. Srirangam is also known as Bhuvaikuntam, Thiruvengalam. So you cannot say just Tirumalai, Tirupati. Actually, if you see in Dividesham, is known as Thiruvengalam. So in this way, after taking Ramanujacharya's darshan, we should, and when you're entering the temple, first when you're entering the temple from the main door, you should not miss seeing the crowbar. There is a crowbar, and this crowbar belongs to Anantalvar. That is why after the darshan, you should go to Anantalvar garden. Without Anantalvar garden, the whole visit is a is not complete. You can say incomplete darshan. Who is Ananta Alvar? Ananta Alvar is the most important disciple of Ramanujacharya. So Tiruvangadam is Pushpa Mandala. Today I am going to speak only on Tiruvangadam only. So one of the deities of Ramanujacharya is in Tiruvangadam. So tomorrow Nikhil will give the class um, based on the Leelas, and after that next Dividesham and all I will speak one by one. That is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 days, Tuesday, no? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 Divideshams, little elaborately I'll be speaking on it. So today let us focus on Tirumalai. So now you go to Anantalvar Ghat. Who is Anantalvar? He's the most important disciple of Sripad Ramanujacharya. It so happened in Srirangam, after reading all these Pasurams and all, there was a message from the main Pujari because Ramanujacharya's uncle, Tirumalai Nambi, that is Shailapurana, he was in uh, Tirumalai. And because it is Pushpa Mandala, actually a lot of flowers should be there. And shortage of flowers were there. It is not that you can buy flowers from outside. There was no much growth of flowers in the place. So he told, who will go to Tirumalai? Who will make a wonderful tota? Tota means garden. Who will make a wonderful tota? So then nobody raised the hands. Only Anant Alvar slowly raised the hands. He said, I am ready to go. Acha, you are Anpillai. What is the name given to him? Anpillai. Anpillai means mard, asli mard. An means male. Pillai means my son. Anpillai. So in this way, you are a real man. And in this way, Ananta Alvan, along with his wife, she was just 3 months pregnant. And she also accompanied. But those days, the travel was not so easy. It was through the forest and all. Snakes, crabs, everything will be there. Whenever she wanted some water, he used to like a Lakshman Rekha with his mantra. And in this way, she's pregnant all the way. They climbed 3 month pregnancy. Just climbed. Tried out so much, but water was not available. So water is not available, then how tota can be made? So that is where they realized. That is why others did not raise their hands. I just showed Al Mushari and I raised the hands. So both of them thought, let us pack and let us go back to Srirangam. In the dreams of both of them, Lord appeared and said, no, you will make the garden. Go and dig in this place. You will make the garden. We went to Tirumalai Darshan, Tirupati Darshan, Srinivasa Darshan. After that, when we came here, practically nobody was there. Only one person was sitting chap there. Nobody there. Generally, people don't know about this garden. So then a lot of flowers are there in this garden. So in this way, they started digging because Lord showed in this place you'll get water. Start digging. So with that crowbar, it was digging. And actually, when you dig, the mud has to be thrown out. The wife is 8 months over, ninth month pregnancy is on. She was taking the mud and throwing. How long it took it? And Lord, as a small boy, appears and he sees what is going on. This both. When he will throw, when he will, and these ladies which are 9 months pregnant. So he comes to Ananta Alva and says, I will help you. He said, I don't want your help. Lord has come in both of our dream and we will do it. We don't require your help. He thought this person is not allowing. Let me go to his wife. Goes to the wife. The wife said, no, I cannot give any permission. You will take permission from my husband. And what he did was he entered the body of this lady. This lady started doing the work so quickly. Ananta Alva is thinking something wrong. And he sees this boy laughing from a distance. He runs behind this boy. This boy climbs a tree and somehow again gets down because he says, I will ask forgiveness, don't worry. But when he came down, he did not ask for it, he just showed one thing and just ran. And Lord, with this crowbar, no, this Anantal one, with this crowbar, hits this boy. Now he is teasing on top of that. So when this boy turned behind to show one finger, like this teasing finger, immediately the crowbar gets hurt here. And this boy runs inside him. Now here, another one is also running behind, chasing him. And Pujari says, I saw a boy going inside. So he goes inside to see Lord bleeding. Vigra is bleeding from here. He realizes that this boy is none other than Venkatesha himself. Lord is known as Venkatesha. Why? Venkata means one who cuts our desires, material desires, Venkatesha. Then, when Lord is bleeding from here, whatever available, like you have some haldi, then you put, there Pachakarpuram was there. That means edible camphor. Immediately removes the edible camphor and sticks here. And that is why Lord has a white over here. Every day, Pachakarpuram is applied here. There is, you will find a hole like here. And every day, Pachakarpuram is applied. And this Pachakarpuram is given to very important personalities. Not that everybody gets Pachakarpuram. This is the very important prasadam of Krishna. Very important personality, they get it. Once our Bhaktipadma Maharaj or Kamalushan Prabhuji, he went along with some MP. They got Pachakarpuram. He brought to house also. Oh, the fragrance was so much. Pachakarpuram is applied for Lord. So when you visit Tiruvengadam, naturally, all these places one has to see. On the top, there is one place where Anjanadri, where Anjaneya, that is our Hanuman, is brought, uh, is not born, is not the place where he is born. For getting Anjaneya, his mother, Anjanadri, Anjana, she does tapasya. So you have names for these hills, Sheshadri, Anjanadri, Venkatadri, Garudadri. So in this way, there are names for these hills. A nice pastime of Ananta Alva. The two pastimes connected, we'll complete that also. So it so happened, once he was making nice flower garden, because now they made nice tota and everyday flowers to be plucked, nice gardens to be were made, and then he used to bring it to Srinivas. Now one day it so happened, Srinivasa called him through Pujari. He told Pujari, ask him to wait because I'm making the flowers. My spiritual master Ramacharya has told one has to make the flowers. Immediately garland has to be made, not that the flower has to be kept. So I will finish it and come. So when after finishing he goes and gives. Srinivasa told, I don't want. When I'm calling you, you cannot come. You're not obeying my orders. You get lost from here. I don't want. So, no, you don't want, then okay, I'll just take it back. He was just going back with the flowers. Srinivasa runs behind and says, hey, you're not afraid of me? You're just running behind. I'll throw you out of this place. He said, you cannot throw me out because this is Varaha Kshetra. It's not your Kshetra. You're also one rented person. I am also a rented person. One Bharotri cannot remove another Bharotri. So in this way, Ananta Alvar was so dedicated to Ramanacharya, seeing that Srinivasa, once what happened was Ramanacharya came. He wanted to go to Ananta Alvar. Came with many of the disciples. So now uh, there was a boy. He told, I am coming from, I am disciple of Ananta Alvar. I have come to take you. So at the time, Ramacharya says, how can I believe that you are a disciple? If you are a disciple, naturally you should know the pranam mantra, like you know the pranam mantra of your particular guru. So then that is known as Taniyam. That means the pranam mantra. So he started chanting the pranam mantra of Ananta Alvar. Then Ramacharya thought, yes, he is a disciple. In this way, they went up, and this boy suddenly vanished. Then Ananta Alvar told, oh, you came up. I'm so happy. But could you find the way properly? Yes, you said, no, your disciple. He said, I don't have any disciple. No, he has done the pranam mantra for you. That is how even Srinivasa is so happy with Ramanacharya's Guru Bhakti that he did Aniyan for Antar. One place it so happened, Padmavati Tayar and Ram and Venkatesha, they used to come to his garden. They used to play in the garden. So he thought, who is coming every day? Something, the bushes and all, they will get, the flowers may get, the flower plants may get hurt and all these things. So then one day he saw these two, that is, a girl and a boy, very nicely dressed. Then this boy ran away, but he caught hold of this girl. Who is this girl? Padmavati. He bound her. And then he sent the message, if you want, you come and take her. So that is how uh, Venkatesha says, you can bring her, I will marry her. So in this way, Venkatesha's marriage again happens. Every day Nitya Kalyanam happens. Again, the marriage is conducted by Ananta Alvan. Padmavati Tayar's marriage is conducted by Ananta Alvan to Venkatesha. That is why even today, once in a year, Kalyana Utsavam is done in the in the place of Ananta Alvan's garden. One of the pastime over there. One of the pastime, it so happened. Uh, the question was, who who is what are the qualities of Vaishnava? Who is a Vaishnava? What are the qualities of Vaishnava? At that time, the answers were given. If a person is calling himself a devotee or a Vaishnava, he should be like a crane. One pointed attention. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha purnamdana. One pointed attention. We should study Bhagavad Gita very nicely. What happens is we just attend the classes for formalities. Sundays, yesterday we had this class, Vyavasayatmika buddhi. Many of the devotees were absent. Should not be absent. Sundays utilize, both the classes utilize. Vyavasayatmika buddhi, that can be done only by a devotee. One pointed attention. And a crane does that. One pointed attention. He has to take the fish, he will only look at that. He will not look here and there. And then a devotee should be like a soup. You know that soup where you clean the rice. Soup means you take good things of yours, throw out all the bad things, whatever is there in us. So much of contamination we have, so much of doubts we have. So all these things one has to throw out. Just take what are the good qualities in ourselves. Just see that. See that all the ganda things and all the contaminated things we throw out. A devotee should be like a cock or a hen. When eating, what they do, they just take the grains. They leave away the stones. That means in others, just see the good quality throughout the stones. A devotee should be like a salt. See, the salt is there, the food is very tasty. The salt is not there, the food is tasteless. In spite of you putting any ingredients, any amount of ingredients, costly ingredients, ghee, kaju, badam, whatever you want to put, you put, but still the food will be tasteless if there is no salt. At the same time, salt is unseen. That means a devotee is one whose presence is unseen. But at the same time, if presence is not there, then there is no taste in the whole thing. Then the last answer was given. A devotee should be like Anantal because he used to never eat first. He used to always feed and he used to eat always last. That is the qualities of a devotee. So five things were spoken and last was a devotee should be like Ananta Alvan. So when you visit Sheshadri, Garudadri, Venkatadri, these are the names. Saptagiri Vasa, Govinda, Govinda, we say, he is residing in these seven hills. And these hills are like, the Tirumala is compared to the Adishesha's hood. Adishesha's hood. And it just goes. How is the snake? It's like this. And the middle portion is known as Ahobilam. And the last portion is known as Sri Shailam. So the whole picture is put in the prasada where you get the free prasadam. There you find a big picture. Continuous prasadam is given. Beautiful, wonderful arrangement of the prasadam is there. When you go to take the darshan of Balaji Perumal, immediately you should have the prasadam which is given by TTD Devasthanam. There you will find this picture, a big hood that is Tirumala. In the middle portion, Ahobilam. Then you have the last tail that is Shishail. So now in this way, you have Papanashanam Dam and all these things. You have many places over there. But after taking the darshan, never fail to take darshan of Govindaraj Perumal, who is considered to be the elder brother, who is there in the down Tirupati. And there Padmavati Tayar's darshan. This has to be taken compulsorily. And also there is another wonderful place which is known as uh, uh, beautiful place. It is the Ramar Koil, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
Gotandaram.
Kodandaramar Koil is there. This Kodandaramar Koil is a very important koil because when Ram, Lakshman, Sita, after winning Lanka, has to come for Pattabhishekam because they are going to Ayodhya. Before going to Ayodhya, they take a halt here. And in this way, the Pattabhishekam is also shown to other devotees who are all coming from Lanka. Those devotees, Sugriva, everybody came. The one Pattabhishekam happens here. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he visits Tirumalai, he visits this place, Tirupati. He visits this place. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited this place and danced here. So we should visit this place, that is Kodandarama temple. Then you have Tayar temple, Padmavati Tayar temple, and you have Govindaraj temple. And Padmavati Tara temple is also known as Alomelu Manga temple. When you say somebody says Alomelu Manga temple, then you should not be confused with Padmavati Tara. Then little far from that place is Srinivas Mangapuram. Don't fail to visit that place. That is the place where Padmavati Tayars and Srinivas Perumal's marriage happens. Vakula Devi conducts the marriage. No? That marriage happens at Srinivas Mangapuram. And before visiting Srinivas Pallavan, there is a place which comes as Agastya Muni Ashram. In this Agastya Muni ashram, after getting married, Lord comes and stays here for 6 months before going to Vakula Devi's house. That is his house now. Before going to Vakula Devi's house, in Agastya ashrams, it is the place where Lord Shiva is also there, Lingam is also there. There, Srinivas Perumal and Tayar stays for 6 months. So some small pastimes, whatever possible, we could cover about Tirupati in this class. So next class, we'll be speaking about Kanchipuram. Some small pastimes about Kanchipuram related with Ramarachari. And another next pastime, which is most important, that is Tiruvahindrapuram. Vedanta Deshika's most important place, Siddhi, Siddha, all Siddhis, everything. You can see in Tiruvahindrapuram. We will be speaking about it. And then there is a place, then we'll be speaking about some pastimes about the Divideshams in Srirangam. About Srirangam, Divideshams around Srirangam. And today, my father's Sadam is there. We are gone to a place which is known as Tiruanbil in Srirangam. Tiruanbil is Dakshina Gaya. We visited there. And today, Father's Shadam is happening in Jagannath Devasthanam also in Tiruanbil also by Krishna's mercy. Hare Krishna. Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavi